The following may contain language and subject matter which is only appropriate for some audiences. But since we're not very discriminatory here, everybody's welcome to listen. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us here once again on the Low Facts Podcast. You know, people sit there and say, what's in a name? And the more often I say our name, the less I like it. But that's just my problem. Anyway, Matt and Dave here, ready to
still awake.
Ready to, I don't know, do something. But I thought today we might talk about something seriously.
What?
Yeah, go figure. Well, as serious as I can get. So, you know how everybody uses the phones, the cell phones, and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for years and years and years and years, I've always thought that that was bad for you.
The phones.
Oh yeah. For years.
You mean like giving us cancer?
Just the stuff that comes out of the phones, the radio frequencies, whatever. I've always thought that wasn't particularly good for you. Because, you know, it just doesn't seem like it would be. Even so much so that, you know, I'm old enough to have bought a Motorola StarTAC. And it just dawns on me
that the flip phone?
Yes. It just dawns on me that there are people that are probably young enough to listen to this that have no idea what a phone with a little antenna on the side of it looks like.
I remember the Motorola. I like them. I like the Motorola's.
I don't know why you're trying to act like you're younger than me.
Do you remember the long Motorola as well?
The what?
One that wasn't the flip phone? It was like long and skinny, and it had an antenna on top of it.
No.
I think my first phone was a Motorola.
And there you go again. See what I have to deal with, folks? The conversation killer.
Shut up.
Conversation killer.
Number one killer.
But anyway, so I thought that, and then, you know, the government, the FCC, whoever it is in the United States that's in charge of the propaganda, if it is indeed propaganda, sits there and says, oh, no. The radio frequencies aren't appreciably more dangerous than anything else. And, you know, why wouldn't you say that? Because everybody uses one?
But then they say kids shouldn't have them.
I don't think anyone should have them. I think a lot of the stuff going on is not particularly health.
So you're just talking about health. You're not talking about how they dumb people down or any of that, or how people use them as toys and use them for games and all that stuff.
Well, what you say really sounds like a chicken or the egg thing, and I'm just like, nah. Well, that's what I thought of. I don't think that the phones dumb people down. We're dumb to begin with. It doesn't take that much for our dumbness, baser instincts, you know, everything that's crappy about a person. It's not that hard for it to come out.
So by that rationale, it doesn't matter whether it's a young person or an old person with the phone.
No.
Everyone's just as stupid with the phones.
I take great glee at watching those Chinese videos of people falling into manholes while they're looking at the phones. But I also take great glee, rightly or wrongly, at seeing very old people walking around their phones, like bumping into stuff.
Ugh.
Now, you know, does that make me an awful person? Probably. But, you know, these are all preventable accidents.
Because when people first had the smartphones, it was old people going on about how stupid young people were with the phones.
And they decided to say...
And they've all joined the...
Right, they've taken the attitude of, if you can't beat them, join them.
So basically now everybody has the phones.
But, yes, there is some research coming out of Europe, those damn Europeans that all of our politicians want us to be like, that say those high-frequency radio waves are not good for you.
Well, how come nobody's focusing on this?
Well, for the people using it...
This is an inconvenient truth.
No, for the people using it, it's inconvenient. I've transferred my life onto my phone so that if someone steals my phone, I'm screwed. And for the purveyors of the drug, they're like, I'm making tons of money off of all these people using my drug.
I'm shaking my head.
Okay, so it's not a drug, but we've basically we've drugified our technology. Smoking's bad for you, but you know what? I'll stay and play on my handheld device for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
So I know you're not really into suggesting solutions, but
No, I'm just pointing out.
is there a solution? Or does it not matter?
I don't know if there is one.
You don't care.
That's part of it too.
But you use a phone.
As little as I can. I would be quite happy not to have one.
But you have to have one, really.
Well, I do because, that's my only really means of communication.
But you're not really an apps guy.
No, I don't like the apps.
I love the apps.
Because you like the toys.
If it wasn't for the apps, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of the shit we do.
So, remember when the communists, when Karl Marx was calling religion the opiate of the masses? I think our toys, our handheld toys, are the opiates of the masses. And it's funny because everybody acknowledges it. Oh, yes, I use it, but no one wants to change. So it's one of those statements where it's like my statement about having to work out or lose weight. I don't mean it. If I did, I'd do it.
It's funny that you should pull out religion as the opiate of the masses, because I don't like that. I don't really like that statement.
Well, but it's true. And you can substitute any word for religion. In fact, I think that people are geared towards religion of some sort, whether it be divine religions, secular religions, religions that they say aren't religions, but people cling to certain things as if it's a religion.
What would a secular religion be? Government?
Well, some people think that communism is a secular religion.
Okay. That makes sense. I just think it's... I just don't like that quote from Karl Marx.
But there you have it. Our main speaking point turns out to be a minor blip on our speaking points.
Well, it's going to be the short podcast this week.
Well, I'm trying to make my podcast like me, short and to the point.
All right, thanks for tuning in to Low Fat Podcast. You can find us on YouTube. Just search Low Fat. You can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/lowfatpodcast. If you want to chat to us, send us some comments, or have us talk about some things, just send an email to lowfatpodcast@gmail.com. You can also follow us on our Twitter and Instagram pages at Low Fat Podcast. And also check out Andy's pages where he mixes our beats. Twitter and Instagram at Fantasy Beat. And you can also find his wicked ass shit on SoundCloud at Artificial